Christine Padován, the Paladina, and in this episode, and we're not going to talk too long because what I'm planning to do is offer a Zoom call to give you more details on the subject of detoxification and how to do that naturally. And the reason I'm bringing this up, I was a little cryptic in our intro video when I was introducing the premiere of the website, thepaladina.com. And it's a little bit of a sensitive situation, sensitive subject of a situation where I was intentionally poisoned, and a couple of times very badly. And I know who the people are, and there's ongoing criminal cases on this. There's a whole shebang about that. Anyway, I had to, because I didn't want to use harsh medication like Prussian blue or anything that was going to also hurt me at the same time the poisons were hurting me. So, and what the subject I'm going to talk to you guys about is heavy metal poisons. And namely, these are like arsenic, this is barium, this is thallium, this is titanium, uranium. There's a whole boatload of different heavy metal toxins out there. And the different tests you can do, and the tests I had to do to discern what actually I was poisoned with, and how do you get over that? I mean, what do you do? Because if you are in a situation, whether this was slow poisoning over time, a couple instances it was quite intensified poisoning, what do you do? That's the question, is what do you do when you are in a situation where you're saying to yourself, okay, is it accidental? Is it my work situation? Is it, the products I'm working with at work? Is this intentional? And as I was kind of indicating in that intro video, I'm going to be helping people, I'm going to be trying to help people with the help of other colleagues as well, with how do you discern that you are intentionally or accidentally being poisoned as you start to go through certain health issues. Now, I'm going to focus on arsenic just for this video. Arsenic because I had the other poisoning as well, thallium, high barium, and a bunch of other metals that we will talk about more in length in a Zoom call. And go over all those metals. We'll show you the tests. We'll show you possibilities of different places this could come from. And so what do you do? You've got horrible diarrhea. You've got horrible gas and bloating. I'm going to give you some of the symptoms of arsenic. Nausea, headaches, horrible headaches. Your kidneys are going to feel very tight, very tight. You're going to have even some, certain nerve issues. Certain muscles will start seizing up as you try to use them. So if you are in this is not, it's beyond now diarrhea. Usually you have these gastrointestinal, abdominal pain, horrible diarrhea. That's the start of it. As soon as you have, I would say, the first symptom of nausea and then horrible diarrhea following that, take that to indicate that you've either got food poisoning or you have some sort of other type of poisoning. And if it's arsenic or another heavy metal, it's pretty important that you get this out of you as quickly as you can. Now, yes, there's going to be a portion of that you're going to poop and pee out, okay? But that will take a while, all right? So what do when you start having symptoms of that? You want to start detoxing as quickly as you can. So what my toxicologist that I worked with, Dr. Standinger, because this was a criminal case, and she got involved through the forensic lab I used to prove poisoning, and we'll go over that too, the different types of tests, what works, what doesn't work, and how all this transpired to get to how we figured out certain people were doing this to me and to a few others close to me. So glutathione. So now glutathione is a natural supplement. It is, this one happens to be Noosa Pure, okay? It's available through Amazon, okay? This is reduced glutathione, 500 milligrams per capsule, okay? All right. Now, we'll have a link to this particular product, this Noosa Pure product. I'm going to just kind of caveat as to why this particular product I use a lot, Noosa Pure, and one or two others of glutathione, is that it's made in the USA, which is important to some people. It's completely gluten-free, but not only just gluten-free, it doesn't have milk, it doesn't have corn, yeast, artificial color, artificial flavoring, salt, soy, sodium, sugar, eggs, wheat, fish, shellfish, or tree nuts at all. Nothing like that, okay? The other good thing about it, there is no GMO ingredients, which GMO means genetically modified organisms. None of those are in here. And it is also quality checked by it's GMP certified, which is, it's in an inspected facility, okay, for quality. So you can feel pretty confident taking this particular product. Now, the normal serving to take on a daily basis, just for immune system, you want to boost your immune system, you just want to improve your antioxidant capability in your body, your cardiovascular health, is 2 capsules a day. That's just on a maintenance basis, okay? When I had a severe, I'll say the last time I was poisoned by the people that we know, I took 8 to 10 of this daily because I was actively being poisoned. I knew I was in a situation at that last time where I was alone with the person on a particular property, so I had to do something a little bit more intensive to mitigate the poisoning, because it was getting to the point where I would have to be hospitalized. And again, we'll talk more about this in the Zoom call, and go over the scenario and how I got out of it. By getting off that property to, for another reason, and get away from that situation. So 8 to 10 of these. This is not going to hurt you, okay? It is a natural supplement. So what you're doing is you're protecting your organs. You are, at the same time, this acts like a natural magnet. It's kind of like if the heavy metals are positively charged, this will act as a negative charge to safely coat and pull them out of your bloodstream, out of your skin cells, out of your lining of your intestines, and pull it out gently so you can poop and pee this out without further harm to yourself. Now, the other thing that you can do to naturally detoxify, okay, if you feel that you've, and say that this was not an intentional situation. say you work at a paint store, and as an example of that, my aunt and uncle in Italy owned a paint store years ago, and there was a lot of paint fumes, and later for them it actually caused other nerve issues, health issues, that they didn't even realize probably that even just breathing in paint fumes could cause such health issues. So the other thing you can do, if you know you've definitely got a situation going on, severe nausea, especially if you've got blood in your diarrhea, and you've even got vomiting, bloody diarrhea, gastro pain, especially with high amounts of arsenic, you're gonna have this intense pain in your abdominal area. Kidneys feeling like tight as baseballs and stuff, headaches, major headaches. Activated charcoal. And the great thing about charcoal is that this also is like a sponge, for absorbing toxins and chemicals that don't belong in your body. Now, the thing about charcoal, and this is an organic one, activated charcoal, also made in the U.S. This is certified organic, made from coconut shells. You're also going to have a lot of gas and bloating. This is a great product, even if you're not, feeling that you've got a severe case of poisoning or anything. This is also just great for if you're eating something that's not agreeing with you. It's definitely great for gas and bloating as well. The thing with this is it's going to absorb other things too. It's going to absorb nutrients. So the best way to take this is 2 to 3 hours before you eat or 2 to 3 hours after you eat. Normally what I do with this, so it's not also absorbing the other vitamins I'm taking, is just taking it right before bed. I'll take 2 or 3 of these right before bed. And now when I was in serious, poisoning mode, I would do 2 in the morning and then also 2 before bed as well. So I would do that along with glutathione. Okay, now this is in severe cases. If you are working, and we'll talk about this in Zoom, a future Zoom call that we're still putting together the calendar, we're still putting together the classes on thepaladina.com. We will have links for these products on the affiliate page, and the reason for that is you're going to say, okay, well, 2 things. Where we will get a little bit every time you use our link to buy these products that will help detoxify. Glutathione, by the way, as well, is a great, as we were talking about, immune system booster. Even now, I'm not detoxing per se. I still take 1 to 2 of these every day, okay, to keep my immune system strong. Now, the reason why I'm putting product links like this as an affiliate, number one, we've found these certain brands that are not super expensive. If you look up glutathione on Amazon, you'll find a host of high quality but also very expensive versions of glutathione, which is nothing. There's nothing wrong if you feel like you want to spend $50 to $70. You want the liquid version, you feel like liquid would absorb better for you. We'll actually even include those links if you want. What I found as doing these cases and stuff is the forensic tests, the doctor, medical lab tests, and other tests are rather expensive. And health insurance doesn't cover toxicology. I mean, I don't know about other countries, but in the U.S., Blue Cross Blue Shield does not cover anything regarding toxicology. So your toxicologist consulting fees, if you go to a naturopath for advice on how to detox, that's not covered by insurance. And that's something else my company and I, it's going to take some time, will do over the years to try to get insurance to cover toxicology.